You did it, Wizard! You saved them all! Yeah, so looks like the Gray Man was right. Our road leads to the Scholomance, which means it bends through... the Black Lagoon.
We have already begun preparations to move the camp. The less time we linger here, the better. Yes, we will continue to aid you, Scion. It seems that Velma was right. In your wake lay the tatters of Empire. Let the great houses crumble!
2 down, 2 to go. And the Black Lagoon is home to the House of Wands, the Skolamari. Not my favorite bunch, but Keziah can fill you in. She's waiting for you by the fire. She has a lot to say. A lot you need to know before we get to the Black Lagoon.
The magician continues to follow the Emperor's path, I see. But the Emperor is sometimes blind and sometimes willfully so. Long ago, Darkmoor was a world of humans and a nexus of magical energies, familiar and forbidden. Shadow magic is the name given the latter. And the Sisterhood developed to study it, to harness it, to remove the stigma from it. Perhaps that is why Bartleby ignored what happened next. Because a wanderer came, known to legend as Belauer. He used shadow and weaving and nameless things, and he found the Scholomance. And the Shadow Witches were changed by it, as all Darkmoor was changed by it. They followed Belauer, his symbols, his tales of the Scholomance. But then he was gone, and all he knew was lost with him. The Scholomance closed forever. Only its would-be disciples remained. Reflexive obedience to a hazily remembered concept they never themselves saw. That is the doctrine of the Skolamari. My former doctrine. Until I found the very thing they sought and was repulsed by it. Now I shall tell you how to get there, and we shall see how you respond.
We're here. Everyone ready to go? Yeah, Wizard. I'm coming with. This place, I know it well. And I can help you through it. And Keziah...
The fool must turn the veil and reverse the Hierophant.
Yeah, that. Wait, am I the fool?
I am. You are the Knave of Wands.
Good to know. Off we go then?
Scion, a moment. I know you seek restitution from the Broken Branch's leader, and I wish you luck. But their cure, they could save us all. You must bring it back to us.
Well, here we are. Who says you can't go home again? Yeah, might as well get this over with. The Skolamari have a unique method of recruitment. They don't bite or curse, well... Look, that is the Black Lagoon. It's not water, it's raw shadow magic, the spiritual energy of transformation. That is how Skolamari recruit. They abduct humans, usually children, from mortal planes or outsider camps, raise them in their ways, and when they come of age, submerge them in that. It's a weird philosophical mix of the Shadowmancers they used to be and the twisted things they are now. Humanity is mortality, and that is weakness. So they use the lagoon's power to strip you of mortality. Funny thing is, I think they're weaker now than they used to be. Skolamari are defined by their desire for the Scholomance, not their finding of it. Whereas the Shadowmancers, well, here, I'll show you. This used to be a proper school of shadow magic. even had a spell tree. Bartleby and Raven tried to suppress it, but where there's light, shadow magic is just a natural part of existence, only feared because of their feud with Spider, a feud you ultimately resolved. I used to play here as a kid, but to the Skolamari, shadow magic is a tool, and a shadow school is a reminder of the mortality they forsook. Now their only school is over there. And that is a lot more about indoctrination. Yeah, those would likely be children the Skolamari abducted. Not too far away from their graduation, I'd say. You can't save them, Wizard. But sure, see for yourself.
What is magic?
Magic is will.
Whose will?
Our will.
What do you will?
Whatever we need, heedless of morality, sympathy, or remorse.
And when a mortal wizard comes to take you from this place, what do you will then?
Annihilate them!
Enough. I think the point has been made. Return to your studies. The mortal and I will continue our debate outside. Did you truly think you could attack our school and steal our children? How would Ravenwood react to such offense? Why would we be any different? Our children want to be here. They want to learn the lost ways of the Skolamans, the sweet virtue of malice so lost on the worlds beyond. Oh yes, sometimes they wander, and they lose sight of their goals. But they always find their way back to us.
Don't you even think of dunking me, you rotted old crones!
I really must thank you for returning our lost soul. Once she has joined us, I will give you the honor of being her first victim.
Wizard! Don't let them flank us! Let's see them try to swarm us both.
Apprentice Dark Flame, don't fight us. Embrace us. Become us.
That is not my name. You don't get to tell me my name.
Such will. If only it weren't so dampened by frailty, by humanity. But we will fix that.
Enough, Hierophant. Stop this now, and we will give you something more.
Sister Grim Omen, this is a blessed night, isn't it? Very well. Mortal, let us discuss terms. You are clearly the leader of this little band, so let us discuss how you will bring me to the Scholomance. You arrive here with Sister Grim Omen and expect me to believe you offer anything else? Do you even realize, child, with whom you travel? Keziah? No, that may be the epithet with which she bridled herself. But that is not her title, not her true self. She is Grim Omen. She walked the path of Balaur and discovered the Scholomance. And if she were to do it again, I could be convinced to let you live. You and the wayward apprentice. But know this, mortal. Deceive me or fail me, and I will introduce you to such suffering, Bartley will feel it.
The Hierophant schemes, but she will be outwitted by the fool. And yes, magician, that fool is me. I haplessly opened the Scholomance. I proved it was possible to follow Balaur's path, and it showed me myself, as it will show you. For the Scholomance is not a physical place and cannot be reached through conventional means. There is no road, there is only a path. It is trapped twixt life and death, and that path is personal, unique to us all. And thus the rituals necessary to navigate it vary for each person. And finding those rituals is difficult. I buried myself in experiments with time and spirit. As for you, how would you find the truth of yourself?
I can actually help with that. but it will take a while. We can summon a shadow of yourself, wizard. The ineffable reflection of your soul. I don't know much about finding the Scholomance, but I do know how to summon a shadow self. Something personal doesn't mean something physical. There is nothing more personal than a story. Like how, once upon a time, there was a girl. She didn't have a name, but she was raised by witches. They took her when she was very little, too little to remember, and made her their apprentice. They were shaping her into something wicked. And she figured it out, right here at this lake, delving into secrets the witches wanted forgotten. She faced herself, what she would become, and she fled. Found the outsiders, took a real name. She called herself Velna, and she kept studying forbidden things, and dedicated her life to them. That's my story, my real story. One I don't like to tell, but that's what the ritual needs. So take your time. Tell your own. Wow. Thank you for that. And don't worry, that will stay between you, me, and the shadows. Speaking of, you need one more thing. See those blobs? They're congealed shades that ooze out of the lake. Take from them the shadow substance from which your shadow self can form.
You have entreated the wellspring of shadow and gathered its substance. Then the ritual of Belauer can begin. The next step is to wait. Wait as your shadow self materializes. Wait as it comes to understand you and guide you. It will take 3 nights. On the first night, the shadow will knock 4 times. Thump, 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 thump. It will leave you something. On the second night, it will visit you and ask you for a gift. You must deliver it. On the third night, it will take you into the abyss. And if you emerge, the path to the Skullman's will begin. There is an old cabin over there you can use when you're ready. Wait for the knocks and see what is left for you.
The Eye of History was a gift. It showed him the spiral he was to maintain, the end result of every decision he made. But that means he knew. He always knew everything that happened. He knew the Storm Titan would attack Celestia. He knew Dragonspire would fall. And he did nothing. Why did he do nothing?
Maria dele.
I always ask.
Maria dele. Maria dele. Maria Verá! Maria Verá! Maria Verá! Maria Verá! Maria Verá!
I always am!
Maria Verá!
But those aren't the real questions, are they? You know the real question. Why didn't he warn you?
You have passed the first night, but have you received the gift of truth? No, don't tell me. The truth is for your shadow. Its reaction will tell you what it means. Now you must wait for a second night. Tonight, the shadow won't knock. It enters and it lies. Dispel the lesser shadows, the diminished aspects, with a touch of magic, and tell the most influential one the truth you have learned.
I am an agent of peace. I am the enemy of the worlds. I always win. I am the end of all things. The Emperor sets the rules. All other aspects are secondary to his edicts, for his way is the righteous way, the way that saves us all. So why do you summon us? To seek the Skullomance? That is not his way. These truths from the depths you have shared, if he knows everything that will happen, then he knew this would happen. From the moment we met, he knew the Arcanum would happen. Sybil. He knew and he never said anything.
You have shared the truth with your shadow, but have you accepted it yourself? It is okay to share it now. The shadows know it, and what you seek, and they are pondering your request. Unburden yourself.
Actually, yeah. Why didn't Bartleby warn you about the attack on the Arcanum? Why not tell you about Miranda Breyer at all?
Oh, he sets the rules. Perhaps the Emperor is not as all-seeing as he thinks.
He did have that blind spot for a bit where his eye was gone. But now that I think about it, how was an all-seeing divine robbed in the first place? He had to know it would happen, and he let it happen. Like the Arcanum. Like Sybil. Like everything here. Why? Please don't tell me the broken branch might have a point.
The magician must decide that for themselves. But they wait one last night. Tonight, the shadow will return. And if the Skullomance accepts you, the shadow will guide you to the path of Belawar. You must follow it into the abyss.
I am the scion of Bartleby, the servant of the spiral's benevolent architect. His word is my guide, his thought my command. I am his instrument to be played. I am you, your mirror. I speak your words, feel your heart. You must acknowledge painful truths and comfortable lies. Yes, see the obvious, embrace the hurt, ignore the lies. Yes, are you the obvious truth and beyond the comfortable lies? Ignore the lies. Must acknowledge painful truths and comfortable lies. Yes. Are you the obvious truth and beyond the comfortable lies? Ignore the lies. The tree lies, he obscures, he manipulates. I need not let him. If I am not his blind instrument, what am I? Perhaps not an instrument at all, but a player. maybe it is time I sang my own song. Perhaps I need not be bound by his rules.
You return after another night with a bottle. A bottle emblazoned with the emblem of the House of Coins. Coins are said to represent the material world, the dirt of the ground, the earth, you might say. Oh, I know of your origins. Scion from beyond. Your tune was sampled into the great song itself by its very singer, but it's still the beat of the earth. That is the rhythm of your heart. You are music. You are material. You are earth and a spiral. What does your song sound like? Perhaps if you open that bottle, you will find out. This will require, of course, that you listen. The sound of shadow should not be muted.
Did that come from the old Shadow School? Why would your personal path to the Scholomance lead there?
Did the magician not free the creator of shadow? Did they not see it spread to the spiral? Perhaps the shadows aren't done with you yet. Mine was a very different route. I saw myself from tomorrow, distraught and miserable, and I crafted the cards to better understand why. But your key, it seems, is music.
We have a musicology scholar at the Arcanum who would say that music is memory, emotional memory, the truth of a moment inscribed as melody. I used to think he was just full of himself, but maybe he was on to something.
This is the voice of coins, the song of coins that is a connection to the Scholomance. So it stands to reason we need voices of swords, wands, and cups. Perhaps you need to demonstrate the attributes they exemplify. Swords, for example, represent mind and will. So, yes, free the knaves of wands from the Hierophant's control. That should be an adequate declaration of will, if you can do it.
Get away from me, putrid mortal, lest I catch one of your many diseases. I am not mortal. I am an immortal in waiting, soon to ascend to the House of Wands and join the eternal hunt for the Scholomance. I'm supposed to believe that there are entire villages out there of people duped into believing they will ascend to the House of Cups? Vampires are just bitey little bat people. They are not that clever, and neither are you. Shoo!
Bestia displodo. No. Humanis displodo. That doesn't seem to be doing it. Oh, why won't you just explode? Magus displodo. No. Is displodo even the right incantation?
Saw you talking to the apprentices. Did they try to explode you? Yeah, that's what I would have done. You're fighting almost 2 decades of inculcation into a philosophy that says mortals are food, outsiders are enemies, bad is good. And you have what? words, reason. Reason went out the window ages ago. The only way to get through to these kids is to hit them across the face with a truth too stark to ignore.
You have a means to do that.
Yeah, I do.
Only when you face your fear, young knave, can you see how diminutive it truly is.
Stop calling me a knave. And fine. Wizard, the bogs here are saturated with shadow energy, and the shadow always remembers. If I focus, they can manifest the past and give us proof we can show the other apprentices. But I am not doing this alone. So, come on, before I wise up. One bog's as good as another, I guess. Here we go.
Hello there, little child. You look lost, lonely.
We can take you to a place where you will never be lonely again. You will be like a fairy princess with magic and long life.
Right. Guess this is my line. I don't know. But I don't want to leave my family or my home.
You need no family, only power. Power we can provide.
Golly, I'm not sure. That seems awfully creepy and suspicious. Perhaps if you didn't sneak through the woods or smell like swamp gas, you'd be more believable.
Shh. Don't speak. Just sleep. All will be well soon.
All right, Wizard. I think we can just fight them now. Thanks. You see that over there? That's my memory. A buried memory at that. A memory shared by every apprentice, and just as likely forgotten. Grab it. Use it. Maybe it will wake them up. We should keep going.
apprentice. We do not ask such questions. We do not serve the Chaos Lord. He does not exist. There is no grandfather spider. There is only Belauer. The scholomance he found, the virtue of hatred, and the power derived from pain. But which pain, and how much? That we do not know. That you will help us discover. That is your training. Now, submit to the House of Wands.
No! This isn't training, it's experimentation. And I won't take it anymore.
As you wish. We shall try a different kind of test then. Students, show me what you have learned.
Suffering is instructive.
That's what we're up against here, Wizard. Lies stacked on lies, rewarding bullying and punishment to counter truth. And that truth, I realized, was that they were using the apprentices for cruelty experiments. Seeing what different kinds of meanness made us. Basically, they sought the Scholomance with its own lessons. And if that didn't work, maybe rediscover its secrets on their own. It seems so obvious from the outside, but when you're raised to believe strength and virtue come from turmoil... Anyway, hopefully this memory helps. That should be enough. Let's...
Wizard.
Huh? I didn't hear anything. We can check it out. Just be careful.
Scion, magician, warrior supreme. You who outfought, outwitted, and outmatched the greatest foes a spiral can offer. Yet you were bound. Just as gargoyles are bound by rules and laws and tradition and protocol, you were tangled in branches, but you cut yourself free. You can do anything. What will you do next? Simple, sadly predictable, but fiercely executed. You can be taught.
So... that was weird, right? Let's just get out of here.
Lost apprentice, why do you hide?
Keziah, this is when she...
I too have come to question the Scalamari way. But there are places we can go.
This is when she saved me.
Perhaps together we can find a new way.
Yeah, it was rough. But there you were at the worst of it to pull me out again. Also, there was a random gargoyle talking about branches.
The magician must be inching closer to the Scholomance. It calls to them.
So, that's good? The evil school of evil is calling out to us, and that's good? We want that?
That is its way. It wants to learn as much as teach. You must evoke its curiosity. You must offer it something. I offered it the future. Demonstrated a will to slice through the veil of time and spirit and decipher destiny. My destiny. My horror amused it.
Okay then. I guess, Wizard, show those memories to the apprentices. Maybe this will snap them out of their brainwashing.
Obnoxious Displodo! I will not stop trying to explode you. And why are you handing me... What is this feeling? This pain. This regret. I don't like it. Oh my. You know, I've oft wondered about some of these lessons. And I've asked after our origins multiple times. The instructors just told us storks brought us. But I've never seen a stork here once. I must consider this.
Leave at once, or I shall spit at you most aggressively. A memory, eh? Oh, I remember this. No, not this. Like this. I could barely remember my name. It was just noises my parents made. But these strange giants from the forest, they beckoned me, cajoled me, and took me away. Then it's just here, the lessons, the scolding, the lying. I really want to spit at you. Ugh!
The voice of swords whose notes thrum through air and thought. Play the tune that thrums now through your thoughts.
Can't be. The school is returning? They say that everything that is imprinted in shadow. That reality can be recreated from those molds. But still, why?
Perhaps there is something in there the Wizard needs to find. We can't know until the ritual is complete. 2 songs remain. The House of Cups is the House of Vampires, as you have seen. But theirs is the symbol of water, feeling, emotional reality.
Wizard.
It seems you already know where to find your reality.
Before you are 2 cups, the cup of water and the cup of mana. Choose one.
You are pure magic, child, having discarded the world you came from and all you were in service of something greater. Yet you cannot deny that service may one day call for your sacrifice.
needn't feel torn. Embrace the self. Drink deep the brew of your own making, no matter where it came from.
Another test passed and voice retrieved. Did it give you a choice of cups? What was in them? Ah, I had a choice between the ethereal waters of the Black Lagoon or pomegranate juice. I chose the juice. Then a specter of my mortal self appeared. It devoured me. I thought it was the end of my path, but I awoke on the shore of the lagoon. I was a step closer to the wicked, chiding academy. Sing your song once more, and you too will have taken another step closer to the Scholomance. And now you must earn the voice of wands, the symbol of fire and power. The power to burn down the world and build something new.
The power the Skolamari so desire.
The Skolamari are pretenders, fangirls clawing at icons and half-remembered words. They are not fire, they are not power, they are nothing.
The Skolomari are lying! They are using us! They are surrounding me rather ominously! Displodo Skolomar!
Quick, Wizard! We have to help!
And sorry for trying to explode you. Wraithbile and I thought a lot about those memories you showed us, and then talked a lot about memories we have never shared. We saw the sisters for what they really are. Not powerful immortals, but lost scavengers, using us to learn what they have forgotten. We tried to warn others, but the Hierophant interceded. I got away, but Wraithbile is still in her wicked clutches. We have to do something.
We will, right, Wizard? Where are they now?
Back in the shrine. Take care. The Hierophant hexed the door. Perhaps climbing through a window.
And here you are, my greatest failure. Do you know how many centuries I spent trying to craft the perfect apprentice? How I toiled, test after test, agony after agony, transformation after transformation, waiting for an epiphany, a realization, a genius to emerge. And then I had it. A grim omen that foresaw the path to the Scholomance. Such a tease, an insult. She saw what we all sought and turned away from it. Turned toward you, toward sympathy, the antithesis of everything the House of Wands stands for.
Maybe that's why Keziah succeeded. Maybe the Scholomance seeks something corruptible. Some small trace of humanity you couldn't wring out, no matter how much you twisted her. Maybe, after all you've done in its name, you made yourselves useless to the Scholomance. Maybe you are your greatest failure. Either way, this has to stop. You have to be stopped. And no matter what it takes, I will stop you.
No child dares disobey the Scholomari.
No more of you!
wretched, misbegotten, impudent child!
No, not a child. Not yours to bully and diminish. I am Velma von Venkman, scholar of shadow magic, and you will get out of my sight!
That was astounding. I can only hope to be as strong as that one day.
You will be. You've already taken the hardest step. Well, second hardest. The actual hardest is choosing your own name. Unless you want to spend the rest of your life as Wraithbile.
Perhaps not. I think for now, all I want is to leave here. Not just this school, but the Black Lagoon.
I can help with that. Wizard, I'm going to take both of them back to the Outsiders. You keep working with Keziah.
The Hierophant just ran from the shrine and hurled herself into the lagoon. You're doing? Ah, my little knave, you say? I knew the sun shone upon her journey. As for yours, it seems the Scolamance approves of your demonstration of power. It is as I said, the Scolamari are not what it wants. It isn't interested in sycophants, it seeks to make its own out of the untarnished. My test of Van's wasn't even a test of power, but intention. The lagoon showed me a reflection of the future, of an unruly apprentice. I don't know if the shadows of the lagoon wanted her saved, or if the Scolamance just wanted to know if I would do it. But I did. I took that child away. Then the last leg of my path was revealed. Take your reward, magician. Reveal yours. The Shadow School of old, it is returned. Come, the last key must be inside. Incredible. A true academy of shadow magic. The neglected force of nature, the chaotic froth from which order is congealed. Here they used to teach it. Or so I am told. It was before my time, but the cards hinted great knowledge buried under the weight of malevolence. The school was tainted by evil. Then it was torn down. But it isn't here you'll find the last thing you need. The Scolamance reverberates through cups, swords, coins, and wands. But there is an ineffable arcana which inspires all music. That, I expect, is what awaits you up there. Claim the score, magician, and play your final song.
No! The Scolamance isn't for you. If I can't have it, I will destroy anyone who comes looking for it.
Hierophant, what have you become?
I will show you, Grim Omen. I will show you what your vaunted darkness showed me. Then I will drown you in it. Before I end you, just tell me why. Why did you turn away from the Scholomance?
I could tell you of the atrocities committed in their study of magic, of the horrors I witnessed. But words are inadequate substitutes for experience. The only word for it is evil. And yet we have tossed it around so carelessly that we have dulled its meaning. But evil is real, and it was crafted in those halls, and you cannot face it without being affected by it. Some go numb, then cynical, then complacent, then corrupt. Others, like I, see too much of ourselves in it and run away. You, Hierophant, would simply be absorbed by it. A fleck in a storm of malevolence, meaningless and redundant. That is why you will never find it. The Scholomance is simply bored with you.
No child dares disobey the Scholomari. No child dares disobey the Scholomari. You will cast what I tell you. No child dares disobey the Scholomari. No child dares disobey the Scholomari. The willful student hurts themselves. What I tell you. The willful student hurts themselves. You will cast what I tell you. I am supreme. I am worthy.
Come, magician, leave her.
I am worthy.
And so ended my path. I found what I sought, what I really sought. My humanity. I returned to the outsiders with whom I left Velma. I aided them as best I could. As for your path, destruction of that score is a problem. Without it, you need another source of arcana. Another song to stir the Scholomance. Another font of forbidden or ancient knowledge. The moon can reveal much if it is willing. Unless the moon is but the sun reversed, then it may hamper our quest. The Grey Man, magician. I speak of him. The shrouded man at the head of the Parliament of Night. He knows more than any of us. But does he know enough? I know not. You must find out. Or wait until your quarry leaves the Scholomance with whatever power she seeks there. I will remain here. Return to camp and tell Glorina of your success and your need. She will aid you, I am sure.
Ah, lost scion, you will return. With the anti-curse, I hope? No cure, but another great house hindered. It is a reasonable trade. And more rescued waifs have joined our caravan. Good. As our numbers grow, so does our strength. No creature of the night shall ambush us again. You need to return to Graveholm. I do not like the ease with which you take the Grey Man at his word. But I cannot deny your actions so far have only helped us, barring the odd werewolf attack. So, very well, I will prepare the camp. You should speak with our young scholar. Much, it seems, has happened to her in your quest.
Yeah, there's this whole thing with making pacts with shadows and then fighting their way.
It does sound very similar to things the sisters would tell us.
Well, the original founder of the Scholomance used everything they could get their hands on, so it stands to reason they use shadow. But that doesn't make shadow any more evil than the early fire or life magic they used. It's all a matter of what you do with it. Maybe I can show you someday. And yes, I see you there, wizard. Look, I'm not really the mushy sort, yeah. You saw stuff about me I didn't want to face, but I think I needed to. I don't know. Just thanks. So the Shadow School is actually revived, huh? It's shadow substantiated into materiality. Huh. Nothing. I think we're outside Graveholm now, so off you go.
Ruiner! Come to mock me, have you? The last lord or lady of swords? The Grey Man, of course. The last parliamentarian you haven't destroyed. Oh, I should rend you here and now. But what would be the point? The House of Swords was established to defend Darkmoor. And we have failed. Do you know what this world was like just after the Scholomance cursed us? And yes, it was a curse. Madness prevailed. Creature fought creature. Immortal claw clashed with impenetrable stone and unyielding fang. It was a war for ashes, and nothing could have survived it. Then the Grey Man came. Like a miracle. He emerged from nowhere, and he gave us structure and purpose. He deputized my kind as the guardians of a transient peace. It sustained us, most of us. It gave me purpose after Lord Grintoth left us. Now you have taken it away. I do not know where the Grey Man is. I thought he was in here. And my blades never saw him leave. He was Darkmoor's savior. I thought perhaps its destroyer had claimed him like the rest. Yet it seems you too are ignorant. Find him on your own. I don't care anymore.
Who are you?
Have you come for Scolomantic enhancement?
It's a mortal. Of course they haven't come for Scolomantic enhancement. They're probably just takeout.
Maybe they're a human form were creature or a poorly mutated Skolamari. Don't be so dismissive. Parts are parts.
Fine then, mysterious intruder. Are you in fact a bald werewolf or unusually hirsute Skolamari? See, I told you. They must be dinner.
All right then, into the grinder with you.
This is the lab of the Grey Man, where he experiments on the accursed to try and cure their...
Tut, we aren't supposed to say that part.
I don't want to get hit again.
Then just say this is where the Grey Man studies the Scolomancer's curse and leave it at that. They won't know any better. Look at them. Hey, easy. Fine, I won't say anything I'm not supposed to. But I can't be responsible if the Grey Man leaves his lab notes haphazardly about.
My attempts to return to the Scholomance have proven fruitless. The rituals do not work. They refuse to work. None of the great houses have proven useful. As though the Scholomance rejects them. It is done with them. And me? But a visitor from another world gives me hope. He came here to find a way to cure the curse, to free Darkmoor. He is naive, but powerful. He could withstand any ritual. Yet, blinded as he is by an immature optimism, he is no fool. So I must be cautious in guiding him. I must not underestimate this Merle Ambrose. Finds me here at last. Come with the secrets of the Scholomance, have you? I thought not. Have you seen my great works here? Have you come to understand them? Do you know what these creatures are?
We are the evolution of the curse.
They are failures, as are you. You cannot kill the Undying. Charmaloria! Ahmela Chavarma! Pain is my strength. Pain is my strength. Magic is mine to wield. Your power strengthens me. Pain is my strength. Magic is mine to wield. Your power strengthens me. Pain is my strength. Pain is my strength. Pain is my strength.
Did he just disappear? And what was all that rubbish about failures? I have never felt so lean.
Well, you do look a bit like a demi-mortal.
You're a demi-mortal. You don't even have a whole body anymore. You know, now that you mention it, it is taking a great deal more effort to stay aloft.
Because you are still made of stone.
Oh my, no!
I plied that Merle Ambrose with more guile than I have unleashed since I became trapped here. Gave him history and spell trees. And he nearly succeeded. He reached the precipice of the Scholomance. But he turned away. The fear response overwhelmed him. In an instant, he realized what it was, and what I was, and why I wanted it. So he stopped. He left. The curse can't be cured without the Scholomance. And Merle Ambrose knew he could never let me back there. But he was close. It makes me wonder. Perhaps mortality is the key. After all, when that nameless mystic opened its doors so long ago, what was it that tempted us? His pure heart. Now, how do I find that here? Hello, wizard. Scion? Magician? Fool? Death? Tower of Destruction. I am the Gray Man. I am the Gray Man. We are the Gray Man. His creations, his bodies, his vessels. One burns out, another replaces it. Immortality through interchangeability. You have deceived us. You have failed us. You die. You cannot kill the Undying. You cannot kill the Undying. Pain makes power. Pain makes power. Pain makes power. Pain makes power. Pain makes power.
Wait now! There's no need for violence. Just tell me what you want. You saw, didn't you? There is no Grey Man, in the singular sense. His body is a temporary receptacle for a will that transcends physicality. You have destroyed these mere golems, but we will make more and continue our experiments. Maybe not in that order. In curing the curse, correct, or at least mitigating it. His brilliance has been trying to infuse mortality into immortals, but it hasn't worked. The results are creatures stuck twixt states, vampires caught between forms, or gargoyles that remain sentient stone. Even I offered myself to his grand design, his first sacrifice so he could survive and return to the Scholomance he so loves. Yes, mortal, that is the goal. The only goal. The Scholomance is Darkmoor. It is beyond Darkmoor, and everything the Grey Man knew of it is in the data brain. I installed it myself, so the Grey Man's knowledge is always preserved. No, you can't take it. Well, no, I don't have any way to prevent you from taking it. But, Balderdash!
You broke into the Grey Man's secret lab and stole a brain in a jar? Congratulations? I guess that could be a source of the arcana Keziah says you need. Rest by the fire. I'll talk to Glorina and get us going back to the Black Lagoon. So this shadow school, did it have anything in it? Books, scrolls, anything that wasn't set on fire? Oh, hey, we're here. Mind if I come with again, Wizard? I kinda wanna see this school for myself. You weren't kidding. It's a whole building restored from the shadow of its past. That means the shadow magic is still strong here. That all magic is still strong here. Bartleby may have turned his back on this place, but he still casts a shadow. And from that shadow can form fire and ice and myth and everything. If we can silence the Scholomance, this school might help revive Darkmoor. So let's talk to Keziah. Open that hated place and end this.
Have you found the source of Arcana, little magician? A brain in a tank. Yes, that is a standard method of data storage in Darkmoor, and the Grey Man had more data than anyone.
Are we the least bit concerned that the Grey Man is a series of rotting golems made from the leftovers of his demi-mortal experiments?
No.
Or that he apparently wants to return to the Scholomance?
There is no more time for questions. Let the data brain guide your hand. Use the power of wands and cups and swords and coins and the arcana that binds them. Sing the song that opens the Scholomance, the font of evil. The deed is done. May Bartleby have mercy.
What deed is done? I don't see anything.
Of course not. This was not your path, nor have you walked it before.
Guess you're on your own then, wizard. Just remember, beyond that threshold is the power that doomed Darkmoor, and a crazy person who wants to wield it. Don't trust Miranda Breyer, don't listen to her, and don't underestimate her. Whatever she's doing there, she's smart enough to be expecting you. Good luck.
What's that? Oh, you found us, did you? Steady, steady. I know the sensation is terrible at first. The most primal reptilian fear receptors in your body all firing at once, bidding you to flee. It will pass. Or drive you insane. We'll see. Good, good. You're stabilizing now. So then, what do we do here? We are enemies after all, and you have just infiltrated our base. You just want Miranda, I know. But how can I give up the only person to ever help us? What could you possibly offer? A data brain? From the Grey Man? The sheer volume of knowledge that old demon must have possessed. This could help us refine our cure. Maybe even design it so it doesn't rapidly age the ancients we use it on. Yes, I think this will be a suitable trade. Miranda's lab is just over yonder. Have at it. I'm going to poke at this brain until I figure out how to carry it. How did you? Magic. Very cute. Do not make me change my mind.
You! Oh, how I would love nothing more than to incinerate you. But the Thorn Hermit has other plans. She knew you would follow us here, complete the rituals, trace your own path, like Balar, and she prepared. She has toiled long in this place, studied the Scholomance, the spiral, magic itself. Perhaps her notes will prove enlightening. But Miranda Breyer herself awaits you in the Liar's Grove. May she crush you beneath the weight of revelation.
When I got here, I found myself standing in front of a talking tree that could barely remember its own name. Convenient, that. I've had a lot of time to navigate this spiral without him noticing, but his eye of history is restored now. He's watching me. He knows what I'm going to do before I do. He won't approve. So the questions are, how to blind the all-seeing, and how to do it before he stops me. What a weird little place this spiral is. Of all the theories we constructed about extraterrestrial life, never did we expect it to look so familiar. Not just in biology, but history. Why is that, I wonder? Altered timelines? Maybe Earth is the spiral's mythical first world? Fun thoughts. But I suspect the answer is far simpler. That when creating new worlds, sometimes even the gods need a little inspiration. Earth is a mess, maybe in its death throes, depending who you ask. Can't blame the whiz kid for leaving, but adults have responsibilities. Earth is a Gordian knot, and I didn't have a sword. Not until I detected that energy wave and devised a means to follow it. And man, talk about a knot. The spiral is a convoluted mess of ley lines and rocks. But in its darkest pockets, I think I found my sword and, more importantly, where I have to cut. There's a lot of stuff that does almost what I want. The ritual of Croix de Val, pip management spells, and death school stuff. None of it is thorough enough, but the nameless rites here, there we've had some luck. Pulled the curses right out of the test subjects. The process isn't gentle, but if it works on curses, it should work on other magic. Just need a way to do it at scale. It's real. An academy of experimental magic. Forgotten knowledge, rules before rules. None of it's written down, but there are ways to absorb it. But that's the trap. To absorb this knowledge is to absorb the will behind it. The will of a tyrant and sadist, albeit an absent one. Personally, I didn't notice the fear or corruption the Branchers did. I don't know what that says more about, the mists of the Scholomance, or me. Whiz kid, finally tracked me down to my wicked lair, have you? But what kind of lair is this?
You have done well, my scion. The Titan slumbers once more, and Dragon's Spire is saved. Did you really think I would allow you to take my eye, Malastair? Did you truly think you could?
You ever wonder about the paths not traveled? Of course you have. Who hasn't thought about the things they could have done? But what if, every time you slept, you dreamed new realities where you made those different choices?
No, the Dragon Clans. They are burning the skies. They are burning whole worlds.
Of course, dreams fade when you awaken, so those realities fade, the memories fade, but there's always a sense, isn't there?
Malastair rises again. His spirit finds no solace. He joins with his student with her master. We cannot stop them. Cannot stop Raven.
And when you awake to reality, that fear, that anger, it remains. It drives you to madness. sure Bartleby here has a degree of omniscience, doesn't he? He knows everything he will ever do and the consequences of those actions. So why then does he allow bad things to happen at all? Shouldn't he see them coming and send an agent like you to stop them? That's the question at the heart of everything you've seen the last several weeks, right? Why is Darkmoor?
You must go to Celestia before the Storm Titan rises. We must protect those visitors to the Spiral. The Celestians are invading everywhere. The Storm Titan, let it rise. Celestia falls, the Spiral perseveres.
Bartleby can see his future. He knows what he does on any day. If that results in cataclysm, then he knows to do something else. And once he takes that different action, past Bartleby sees it and knows it worked. The bad things happen because they must.
Such a terrible dream about Celestia, about fire and storms. I can't remember.
In theory, he can't see what might be, but in a broad enough perspective of the cosmos, everything that can happen has happened. All of the potentialities Bartleby averted live on in the dreaming, the subconscious aspect of himself, the one thing in existence he doesn't see. And that is this grove, raised from Sybil's first seed, itself nurtured in dream water. All the choices Bartleby didn't make, regrown and deranged from non-existence.
Darkmoor cannot be saved. What he became, the horror he created in that place, it festered, grew, and escaped. We must cure the curse. Everyone's sense is infected. We must destroy the Scholomance. Balour eats everyone. The Scion, we must wait for them to follow Miranda Briar. The curse is contained, the monsters defeated, Balour restored and destroyed.
Not a bad outcome, unless you live in Darkmoor. And that, whiz kid, brings me to my point. Step into my parlor. Remember this, the seed I took from Sybil? A seed steeped in the dreaming itself? It allowed her to sleepwalk through potentialities. Hopefully, it has other uses. Now let's chat. Let's get to it. The prophesied moment, when the Scion of Bartleby fulfills their destiny and defeats yet another threat to the Spiral. Or at least that's what's supposed to happen. That's what Bartleby saw, and he's watching it happen even now. Say hi to Bartleby. All neat and tidy, if you don't count the fact your tree friend is dead, or that Darkmoor has rotted for centuries waiting for this moment. Both of which Bartleby knew about. He knew from the moment he made you his scion, from the second you returned his eye. He guided and nudged and commanded you to this day because he believes, deeply, truly, it is the best direction for the Spiral. Well, most of it. But free will still exists. The rat in the maze, knowing it's being observed, can respond unexpectedly and throw off the whole experiment. What if I told you everything I'm doing is to save a world? Our world, our real world. Earth is suffering, kid, but we can save it. And so you have a choice. In a few seconds, I'm going to walk through that door. Feel free to pursue, as Bartleby wants. Or exit through there. Surprise the tree. Just leave and take the stand that Earth matters more than manipulation. I can set you free. And then all of the power you gained, all the experience wielding it, we can use it to save our world. But the choice is entirely yours. Disappointing, right? Yeah, tell me about it. So it works like this. Bartleby looks to the future. He sees you zig, knows forever that you zig. Now, when the moment arrives, you can choose instead to zag. But then, that past Bartleby, watching this moment, sees that zag instead. You can do whatever you want, but Bartleby has planned for that move since before you were born. So you change your plan. He sees it, compensates.
No matter what you do, the game ends the same way. Your future is my memory. Your future is my memory. I won't let you destroy me.
He's all-seeing, Wiz Kid. He knows what you're going to do.
I won't let you destroy me. I won't let you destroy me.
Take this. Just something I dreamed up.
I won't let you destroy me. future is my memory. I won't let you destroy me.
He's all-seeing, Whiz Kid. He knows what you're going to do.
I won't let you destroy me. I won't let you destroy me. I won't let you destroy me.
Here, take this. Just something I dreamed up.
I won't let you destroy me. 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 All roads end in death.
What if I told you, whiz kid, I found a way out? A way to move without leaving a footprint. You just need to trust. Too much to ask. I see. I could pique your curiosity. But trust. Yeah. Burn that bridge. I figured. That's okay. We have time yet. So, let's go. Take me away. Ah! That stings! Ooh, but it's good. It's happening. The dream seed, remember? Saturated in the stuff Bartleby can't see.
Dreaming? Fascinating.
You got that right, my gray little friend. You had theories. I put them into practice. And now I am unreal.
Is that what you were doing? Finding a way to hide from the world tree?
I prefer to think of it as breaking his branches. Now he can't see me, can't see anything I'm going to do. Of course, you can, whiz kid. But you brought that brain back to the Skolamans. I think you're about to have bigger problems. Bye.
Indeed. For at last, after all these centuries, I have returned home. Balawa has returned to his Skolamans. Kneel before your Emperor! Funny how legend intermingles with history. No, Balawa is not the one who found the Skolamans. He is its founder! I built a shrine to suffering, a knowledge base of tormented truth. But when the mortals rose against us, tried to destroy my great work, I abandoned one body to become a beast eternal and guard my precious creation, until a wayward mystic haplessly swung open its doors. His fumbling unleashed the curse. It ripped me from these walls and trapped me in his wretched frame, which rotted under my power, decayed. Trapped outside my own wards, I needed spare bodies and influence. And I found both as...
The Grey Man!
Precisely. But now I am back, my old power restored to me, and I am emboldened by newfound purpose. Darkmoor is a corrupt and decaying empire. I will burn it down, build a new Skolamans from its suffering, and the Spiral entire will be freed from the tyranny of sympathy.
I do not like the chill wind blowing from those gates. We have to stop him. I must serve Balaur. No, Scion. Be our Scion. Just this once, please. Go through those gates. Fight the Grey Man, Balaur, whoever, and destroy this evil forever.
A new apprentice joins us at last. It has been so long and our lessons have gone wasted. Our knowledge stagnant. There is so much more to learn. But I get ahead of myself. Before I can release you onto the grounds, I must ensure you have the necessary fortitude. Thus, you must face your entrance exam. conventional technique. We are prepared. done, well done. Anyone too easily rent asunder would expire before we learned anything. Now you may enter and find your way. But which way? You could complete the heretical rituals and seek the wisdom of our preceptors. Their tests are difficult, but rewarding. If you seek our headmaster, you will need to complete at least one of those tests. Once you have, you can find the headmaster, Lord Balaur, at his nest in the deep sea.
will carve my will into stone and beat you into submission with it.
A nugget of wisdom. Return these to the headmaster if you seek a greater challenge. His power will grow, but so will your rewards.
A mind too big for a single skull. A will too great for a frail body. A power too mighty to remain trapped here any longer. I am my own creation. Flesh tempered through agony. Bones rebuilt over and over. Stronger and stronger. Muscle tensed through battle. And a will cleansed of civilized ballast. I am untethered, unbound, unbeatable. I am magic and material. The will that shapes the world. And you, mortal, are what any mortal is in the domain of the Grey Man. You are food. Must be inflicted to be understood. Only when you see what it does to other creatures do you realize the power you have over them. The star itself will replenish my pips. Let spring rejuvenate our strength. The Wheel of Fortune turns without you. Let's show her cheer with the sun. Order, balance the scales of justice. Let winter's temperance wither you all. Fool! You dare try to sneak in late? For the destruction! For the destruction!
I don't think our headmaster will ever recover from that. Such a shame. But his time had long passed, and the spiral moved on since his day. We heard him, you know, screaming from the outside, begging to be let back in. Fortunately, he taught us not to succumb to such mercy. We heard you too, wizard. Such an unusual creature you are. You followed our path, though it led you from your patron, and now you stand victorious. Our new headmaster. No? Very well. I understand some find our truths distasteful. Yet you completed our rituals, learned our ways, did everything we asked of you. Are you so certain you take nothing of the scholomance with you?
What? The Gray Man was Belauer, who created the Scholomance, then became a dragon, then possessed the guy who opened it, who then rotted away, leaving behind an active brain preserved by assistants that occupied golems made out of monsters?
Yep.
I hate this world. And it sounds like Briar got away?
The hermit flees, destruction and devilry in her wake. She will seek coins and wands and the world itself. And for the blinded emperor, the cards show only death.
But she stands alone now. I very much doubt she needs the broken branch any longer, nor do we need her.
Because they have the cure, a cure that cost us dearly. I don't know how to feel about that, wizard. I really don't. But I think I need to figure it out here. Come with me. Can you believe you just manifested this old thing out of its shadow? I mean, Morganth tried to do something like that with the spiral. But that required trees, memories of the Song of Creation, and so on. This was just pure shadow magic. Proper shadow magic. They sense it too. These are the creatures with whom you may have formed a pact before, right? Looks like they found a new home. And I think I have too. At least for now. That's what the Arcanum is supposed to be for, but we spend all our time cloistered away. So I'm going to stay, build this school back up, and make the Black Lagoon what it was before the Skolamari. This isn't goodbye, of course. I'll still help you train your shadow spells, just from here now.
And smell that magic, that darkness. I think it will only make our pact stronger.
These guys seem like an exciting bunch. Can't wait to see what we can teach each other. You should follow Kazaya and that Runa lady back to the Outsiders camp. Make sure she sticks to the deal she promised us. But don't be a stranger, okay?
Scion, wondrous news! The Grey Man is gone. The great houses are leaderless, and you have done it all and provided us a remedy for the curse itself.
Our cure still isn't perfect. We haven't found a way around the rapid aging. Using it now could be...
cathartic.
Horrible. But Velma promised me help from the Arcanum, in exchange for anything I can find out about Miranda Briar. Maybe we won't have to resort to the worst. We'll see.
With the houses in disarray squabbling over succession, we have time. And all thanks to you, Scion of Bartleby.
Yeah... If I were you, Scion of Bartleby, I might have a few questions to ask of my master. But that's just me.
My scion, I see that Miranda Briar is no longer among the living. I know this road was a difficult one, but... What? No, the seed, I know she absorbed it, but that... she became a dream? Did you truly think me unaware of the dreaming? I may not see it as I see all else, but I see the events that occurred because of it. Yes, as I see all things... You cannot understand the burden of omniscience to know that the fate of worlds shifts upon my whim. There are times I miss the absence of my eye, yet in that moment of blindness, I let a rot fester, one who moves now unseen through time and space. I cannot see her future, nor even the actions she might take. They split her off into a kaleidoscope of possibility. Miranda Briar is fractured tomorrow, and even I cannot see what she will do next.